Oh, that's a great fucking way to start. You watch wrestling, right?
Occasionally. Not as much as I used to, I will admit.
Yes, me neither. Well,
Because these days it's full of bitches.
the Shield reunited, right? The Shield, remember them
Yeah, it's
from like
3 years ago,
Yeah,
motherfucker still cheered him.
yeah. The Shield
Wait, shit, can
reunited.
I swear? Fuck, I done it again.
Just do
Sorry.
whatever the fuck you want. The
Good.
Shield reunited, right?
Yeah,
You've seen
three
it.
years ago. Yeah, I seen it.
You've seen it. Well, do you think it's good or bad? Let's start with that. Is it good or is it bad? Let's talk about that.
Right. I feel that they waited the right amount of time to do this.
Right.
You know what I mean? If they'd done it after 1 year, it would be like, oh, you're forcing it back because your views are shit.
Yeah, too early, too early.
Then after 2 years, you know what I mean? There was suspense building, and and then wait, it was after 2 years they had that triple threat match, I'm sure,
I
or they fought someone else as well, and
yeah,
everyone thought that's when they were going to reunite.
yeah. I thought they had a triple threat match, and that was when Roman got suspended for
Yes, and everyone
drugs.
thought this is it, this is the reunion,
Yeah,
but they were far from it. Yeah, I don't know. 3 years was good. I like the fact that they're back to their original attire.
yeah. I quite enjoy the original attire as well. I wish they waited 20
Yeah.
years, 15 years, something big like that. Because look at Evolution, right?
15 years.
Yeah.
15 years. Really? 15
Hey,
years.
listen,
Hey,
listen.
let's wait 15 years and bring them back.
Why not? Look at Evolution, right? Evolution was a stable
Right.
from I think it was 2002 until like 2004 or something like that. And once Evolution died, they brought it back in 2013, and they had a feud with the Shield. So look at that. That's 9, 10 years.
Yeah, that's,
That's
that's just pissing around.
I think that's great. The longer you wait, I mean, look at Goldberg, right?
Oh
Goldberg.
man, I'd rather not look at him. He's on steroids.
Well,
Look at the guy.
Goldberg didn't wrestle for 15 years before he came back,
Yeah.
and everyone was excited to see him. Right? So the
Still
longer
got
you
dodgy
wait,
fake tans.
yeah. Well, the longer you wait, I think the better it is. But I do think the reunion was good. Do you think it was good or
Yeah.
bad?
Yeah. Yeah, oh, it was definitely a good thing.
Right. Do you think it will
Like,
get Roman
I
over?
stopped watching. No, I stopped watching when the Shield split up because I was like, well, there's no more justice seekers.
Right.
You know what I
And
mean? It was like there were three Batmans.
yeah. And you don't think it'll get Roman over?
No,
You don't think so?
no chance. No, because now he's going to do what Seth Rollins done, and then in another 3 years they'll get back together. Then it'll be Dean Ambrose's turn.
They'll
Because
all
Dean,
turn
Dean
heel.
Ambrose will have Dean Ambrose will have a wee psychotic turn again. Not complaining, that was by far the best Dean Ambrose.
Yeah. Except for when he comes out with the fucking hot dog cart. That was fucking stupid.
Nah, that added character.
You like that? You like that?
Oh, I like that. It was different. You know what I'm saying? That was like, who else has ever entered with a hot dog cart?
Ah, good point. I'm sure someone probably
Exactly.
has, like in the territory days or some shit. Someone probably had a hot dog
Back
cart.
in when,
Back in
nah,
Nam.
there's been ambulances,
Yeah.
police cars,
Yep.
lots of motorbikes,
A fucking milk truck. A beer truck.
Eddie Guerrero's car.
Yeah. Ah.
But no, I like that. I like the hot dog car. It was different.
Okay. Okay.
I like that. I like that. It was good.
You enjoyed that. Right.
Yeah, it's totally different. I loved it.
Okay, so Shield reunion, we both think it was good. Neither
Oh,
of us think
definitely.
it will get Roman over. I genuinely think that once the Shield splits up again,
Okay.
everyone will go.
Wait, so you're sure? So you're sure it's going to happen again?
I don't think Roman will turn on them, but I do think there will be some sort of fallout and they will break up
Right.
again. But I think it'll be something stupid like they'll move Roman to SmackDown and have the other two on Raw, or move the other two to SmackDown, keep Roman on Raw.
Oh
I think they'll
man.
do something like that.
Yeah. SmackDown did harvest the best tag teams, but we'll discuss that another day.
Yeah, back in the good old days. But fucking,
Yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah.
I genuinely think they won't turn on each other unless it's Dean. I think Dean will be the one to turn heel if that happens.
Yeah.
But I
I
don't,
don't.
I don't see
I
them
could
turning
see it
Roman
going
heel.
the way. I could see it going the way you're saying. They're going to split them up.
Yeah, I don't think it'll be anytime soon. I think it'll be like, I
Yeah,
do think it'll be
they'll
before
wait a while.
WrestleMania. I think it'll be before WrestleMania.
No, no.
You not think so?
Oh wait, in fact maybe, and then they'll get like a and then they'll get like um a three-way tag match,
Because I mean, come
cage
on,
match.
Roman
I'll put a cage match
Reigns.
in there.
Roman Reigns has main evented WrestleMania 3 years in a row. Do you really think he's going to stop at fucking three?
He's flopped it 3 years in a row. I'll give you that. I
Yeah,
won't say he's headlined it.
good
Main
point.
event. No, he's made an arse of it 3 years in a row. I'd say.
Yeah, but there, Vince is trying to push him, and the fans
Yeah.
don't want it. Well, most of the fans don't want it. There is a small
Nobody wants it.
there is a small, believe it or not, there's a small minority who actually enjoy Roman Reigns matches.
A small minor, a very
A
small minor.
very small, yeah, and
Three 12-year-olds at a push.
yeah. See, it's sort of like he's like Superman, right? He's the guy who can take as much
Yeah.
damage as possible and always win. And anyone over the age of 6 can see through that. They can see that okay, he's just being shoved down our throat. But for people who are like really young, they're like, oh my god, this guy's so strong. He's beating everyone.
Yeah,
So
that's true.
I mean,
I
come
reckon
on.
I could fight him.
I
I
reckon I'd get
reckon
my
I
ass
could.
kicked. I have
Oh,
about as much strength as a fucking notebook.
yeah, same, but like, I'm just stuttering. I don't know where I was really going. I probably couldn't beat him up, let's be honest.
Yeah, he's a pretty
Right,
strong guy.
point two.
Right, let's move on to let's do a top five. Right, off
You
the
gonna
top
do
of our
top
heads,
fives?
top five.
Oh,
Yeah,
hell nah. I
we
want to
didn't.
talk about Finn Balor and Bray Wyatt.
You want to talk about Finn Balor and Bray
I want
Wyatt?
I want to get that out there.
You want to get that out there?
Oh man.
Right, do you want
I
to
don't
do?
know what's going on, but I like it.
You like it? You're
I can say that. But what did kind of get boring was Finn Balor coming out and telling us about his the good old days
see,
of the Celtic festivals with demons and stuff. Like, beat it, mate. Just fight him. You know what I mean?
well, see, I really normally Finn Balor's paint looks kind of cool. I didn't like it in
Yes.
WWE 2K17 because it had too much blue for my like.
So much
But
blue.
yeah, too much blue. It had a lot of blue in it. But
That's nitpicking.
yeah, but when I think of like Finn Balor's makeup, I think it should be red and black and white.
Red, black, and white. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's the three colours I go with.
yeah, but in 2K17 it had blue in it. Now it looks like a fucking pumpkin. It's basically
Yeah, I don't
orange and black.
understand that.
Yeah, it looks shit. So go back to the red, black, and
Sweet.
white, or just go to black and white. Okay, get some
Oh,
NWO
nah.
paint.
Nah.
Yeah,
No, because if you go black and white, then that's Willow, Jeff Hardy style.
yeah, but like
That's that.
if you paint them black and white, give them an NWO shirt, bring back Hulk Hogan, we can start the new world order, NWO.
Hulk Hogan's not coming back, like.
Hulk Hogan will be back. He better fucking
Hulk,
host WrestleMania.
Hulk Hogan isn't returning.
He'll return. He'll host
That's a
WrestleMania this
certainty.
year.
No, he won't.
He will. I can guarantee you, Hulk Hogan will come back and he will host
Right.
WrestleMania.
Either way, back onto the topic. Finn Balor v Bray Wyatt. If Bray wins, it's going to be stupid. He's an old man. It's kind of like the uncle who gets drunk at barbecues and
Yeah.
tries to fight the family.
Oh, we all have that uncle.
Yeah, like sit down, you've had one too many. But either way,
He
I like how
smells
they're
like,
kind of trying to put their like alter egos, big
yeah.
demon Balor
Right.
and Sister Abigail. I like
Sister
how they're
Abigail.
doing
Who
that.
the fuck is Sister Abigail? Is Bray Sister Abigail? Is he gonna come out in a fucking dress and some fucking makeup? He's gonna look like Gorgeous
That would
George.
be hot.
That, well, he's
Nice
still
hot
gonna
beard.
smell like vodka and depression. Like
Yeah,
he looks like a
weird uncle
fucking hobo.
style.
Yeah.
He does. Nah, I think, in his little curry stained vest, you know. Yeah, he had a curry before his debut,
No.
spilt a bit, and just never washed his shirt. He's waiting on that paycheck.
Fuck yeah. If he ever gets paid.
Right. What were we going to then? You were going to the top five, you said?
Yeah, yeah, we're going to do top five. Let's do our top five world championship designs for any company, as long as it is the main title of a company. Give me your number five. What is your number five?
Oh, I don't have them in order. But my number five, yeah, I'll go with the NXT Championship title.
The NXT title. It is a
I'll give you that.
beautiful belt. It is all gold. It's got three
Like,
side
yeah,
plates on
yeah.
either side. Right. Uh, it's just a beautiful belt. It was held by Finn
You've got to
Balor.
get it right. It's the I don't like the one where the letters are crossing.
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
feel there's too much going on.
It's
They're trying to draw too much attention to the big
you,
old X.
yeah. You like the old one. You like the old NXT title. It was held by Finn Balor,
Nicely
Samoa
spaced out.
Joe.
Samoa Joe, now that's a wrestler.
That is a wrestler. That is a fucking killer.
He's a wrestler.
He's a good old
Right.
southern wrestler.
Come on then, lay it on me. You're number five.
My number five isn't even in WWE. It is the ECW World Championship from 2006. Don't get me wrong, it's not the big silver one from 2008, but it's not the original one from the 90s. It is
The
the
original
same.
19.
Yeah, it's the same design as the one from the 90s, but has more black in it.
Yeah.
It has more, like, yeah, black, basically.
Is there a reason why you like it with more black, or?
It looks better. It stands out more. It looks like a world title instead of a toy. In my opinion.
It looks like a title instead of a toy.
Yeah, it looks like
Put
a
that
belt.
on a
Like,
t-shirt, eh?
yeah, like I would wear it, but like if you gave me the original ECW title, the one with it has
Yeah.
pink, has pink on it. I don't want to be wearing
The
a pink
hardcore
title.
title. That's the best one right there.
Is that your number four?
Hardcore title. Oh, hell no.
Oh no, because that's not a world title.
Exactly. But my number four is ECW. Just to change up from you, I wanted the silver belt. That's my
The
number
silver
four.
one, the 2008 version of the ECW Championship. It was held by Tommy Dreamer,
Tommy Dreamer,
Christian,
good man.
and the last
Christian.
ever ECW champion. What was his name again? Oh God.
Don't know. Let's call him.
Ezekiel Jackson. That was his name. The
Let's
last
call him
ever
Ezekiel
ECW champion.
Jackson.
Yeah, the last ever ECW champion.
But nah, good silver. Silver and black.
You
'Cause
like a
silver's
silver
kinda
belt.
darker color.
You like
Yeah,
a
oh, yeah,
silver belt.
definitely.
I am a
Yes,
fan
sir.
of silver belts, but I always just did prefer that 2006 belt.
Yeah, nah. I'm with you. I'm with you.
My
Right,
number
come on then.
four
It's gonna
is
be
the
something stupid.
Attitude Era belt. This
Yeah,
belt was
okay.
held by
I was
Stone
wrong.
Cold Steve Austin, The Rock, Triple H, even Kane held this goddamn title. It is a beautiful title. It is
Oh,
just
I quite
amazing.
like Kane.
Kane
I like
with his
old
mask
school
on.
Kane.
Yeah, Kane
Oh
with his
yeah,
mask on.
old school mask.
No,
Imposter Kane. I like that whole storyline.
I liked that until they threw him out and then it was finished.
Getting off topic.
Right.
Right, so the Attitude Era belt,
Attitude Era belt is just a beautiful belt.
by far the best era ever.
I don't know. I have a very controversial opinion on which era I prefer, but we'll leave that to a future podcast.
You prefer this one because there's more than one diva fight a night.
No, I definitely do not prefer this era that we're in right now. I don't even know what it's called. It's not the PG era anymore. It's like
shit era?
the shit era. It's like the reality era or some shit where everyone knows that it's a work. Everyone knows insider terms, but I'm not a big fan of this era. I much prefer about 2002 to about 2008. Ruthless
I prefer
aggression.
People getting. Oh god, no. In fact, no. You know that's a good era. We'll cover that another day.
Yeah.
Number three. I don't know how it's made it to number three, but it has,
What about?
and it's old faithful. The spinner belt.
Oh no! Oh,
No, hear me out.
oh
Right?
God!
It was the first belt I owned.
First belt you owned.
right? The
Right.
first belt I owned. That's kind of like so high up. It's got a lot of nostalgia to me. And then that's when I was quite big on John Cena. You know, his elimination
Oh, God.
chamber, and he was covered in blood, and Edge came in to go off him. And but no, that belt, that belt was third on my list just for I was really big on John Cena at the time. 'Cause he was a good guy. Everyone wanted to like the good guy.
Not me. I was not a Cena
You
fan
preferred
until
Edge.
recently. I did prefer Edge.
I quite
Edge
like
was
Edge.
great.
I like Edge. Edge is a good guy. By the way, no,
I
the old faithful, the good old
see,
spinner belt.
see. I preferred Edge's version of that belt, where he had the Rated R Superstar logo inside the
Yeah.
spinner.
Oh, shall I went with that? That's quite a good one. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, 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 I know what you mean, but back then I was all about the good guy.
Well, it's understandable. I don't think a belt should spin. I really don't think it should spin. I give the Edge one a pass because he's Edge.
Because it's
But
Edge and
yeah,
quite a big fanboy over there.
yeah. Well, let's go to my number 3, which is the
Right, come
Undisputed
on then.
Championship. I know you dislike this belt. I don't,
Here we
but
go.
hear me out. Hear me out. This belt was held by Brock
Right,
Lesnar
come on then.
when he was the next big thing, and he was doing more things than just suplexes every day. He was doing
Brock
shooting
Lesnar
star
ever been the
expresses.
next big thing.
He was. That was his nickname. 2002. He was known
Big
as the next.
asshole, maybe.
That was before he got that fucking tattoo on his chest that looks like a giant knife dildo hybrid. Fucking
Nildo. I don't know that.
Dildo.
Right, okay, Ricky, like you're saying, you like a belt with black, but that belt has too much going on.
I don't know. I like that
The
design.
wings at the top and
Do you know the
no,
shape
I'm sorry,
of it?
man.
The shape of it. You can't describe the shape of it, right?
Yeah.
That shape is the same shape as the Raw tag team titles from 2002 to 2011 before
The
we
good
got
old
the copper
days.
ones. Yeah, I love those belts too. But I just there's something about the undisputed belt. I loved it. JBL had it. John Cena won it from JBL and gave us the spinner belt, which is
JBL,
one of
ooh.
yours.
But
So
I'm sorry, but that belt looks like every single fantasy football belt I've ever seen in my life, like through American movies,
yeah,
like straight up. I don't like it at all.
yeah. Let's move on to your number 2 then.
Used to them. Right, okay, so I'm down to the nitty gritty here. This was a hard splitter, and it's a belt that never made it
Never
to
made it to
TV.
TV.
It didn't get the cut, and it's the Rock's Brahma Bull one.
Right, that was.
His design of it.
I think it is a pretty cool belt. Not gonna lie, I
Oh,
think it is
definitely.
a pretty cool belt because that was in the era where you had the Stone Cold title. You had the Stone
Yeah.
Cold Steve Austin, the Smoking Skull belt, and
He's cool.
they were gonna have the Rock one, and it had the Brahma Bull on it. I don't know why they never went with
Yeah,
it.
I had the red smoke, the red horns, and red eyes.
Yeah, I don't know why they never went
I
with
like
it.
that.
I think it does look pretty nice,
It does.
Um,
It is. It is. It's a nice design.
but it's one of those things like, would everyone have their own title belt, or is it just because those two? I mean, those
That would
guys.
have been the way it was getting.
Yeah, but those two aren't just anyone though. Those two are The Rock and Stone Cold Steve Austin, the two biggest draws in wrestling history.
Yeah, quite big
So-
names in the wrestling
Yeah,
industry.
so
like
they
even
do
to this
deserve it.
day,
yeah,
they are
they
held up on
do
them.
deserve to have their own titles, but having one straight after the other is kind of getting
Yeah.
too much.
Then
But-
everyone's going to be requesting belts and only red starbursts in their locker room and
I mean, there was a design for the Undertaker having his own belt as well.
that there is a name.
Yeah,
That
but the belt, instead of having like like Stone Cold's one had a skull on it, The Rock's one had a Brahma Bull on it, Undertaker's one had like the the T logo he has. Kind of looks like a steak sort of thing.
yes, big
Yeah,
old
that.
T-bone steak.
I don't know if that was a real design or not, but I know that they made toy versions of it.
Yeah,
I know that they're out there.
all about the money.
Fuck yeah. Right, let's move on to my number 2. My number
Right,
2
this is gonna be daft.
is the most loved belt by the entire community, right? The entire community together thinks this belt's the best. It is the Winged Eagle title. This belt was held by let's just go Shawn Michaels, Kevin Nash, Hulk Hogan.
Heartbreak
You ever,
Kids.
you ever heard of him? Hulk Hogan? Of course
No,
you haven't.
who's that?
The Ultimate Warrior. You know, it was
Yeah,
held by
oh,
so
they're
many
oh my warrior. I like him.
great guys, and it's considered one of the most beautiful belts ever. And I do think it is a very nice looking belt.
I quite like it with the blue behind it.
Yeah, they
That's the
had
way I'd have it. I'd prefer it with the blue behind it.
in that era they had like a habit of changing the backs of like the straps for belts. They changed
Yeah.
them different colors. Like the Ultimate Warrior had he had a baby blue strap on that, I think, and he had when he had the Intercontinental title, he had a yellow strap on that. That looked pretty cool because those were like his
But
colors.
I prefer it with the blue.
You prefer it with the blue? I
Oh,
actually
definitely.
I was going to buy a replica of the Winged Eagle belt that had a
Oh,
white strap. It was very,
right.
very good.
I'm looking at one with a white strap. Okay.
It is. I think it's really,
Oh,
it's really something.
I think white and gold really do complement each other,
It does.
especially when you know what I mean. You've got like a big eagle on the front, like quite a big national thing of America, the eagle,
Yeah,
and but nah, yeah, no, I quite like it with
but
the white.
but
I'd still go with the blue though.
I do think they shouldn't have too many colored straps because they have the white strap for the Intercontinental title, and that is beautiful. That's a beautiful belt in itself, but that's not a
Yeah,
world title, so that can't be on the list. So I do think they should keep most belts with a black strap, and
I feel
then
that.
yeah. So let's go to your number one.
Right, my number one, right, is straight up a belt, a company not many people have heard of. On the rise though,
On the rise.
big on the rise.
I swear to God, if it's TNA, I'm gonna kill you.
Ah, give me a minute, just let me type in. Of course, it's not fucking TNA. ICW,
That's a
Insane
homegrown.
Championship Wrestling,
That is homegrown.
straight
That
from the
is
heart of Glasgow.
yeah. That's from where we're from, except for we're not from Glasgow, but it's from Scotland.
Yeah,
So
we're from
that's where we're from.
Son. Amazing company. Mark Dallas making big moves with the boys. Billy Kirkwood,
They gave us
big up,
Grado.
amazing commentator.
They gave us
Yep,
Grado.
Grado. It was
Grado,
Grado. That.
love Grado. They gave us Drew Galloway, who's now Drew McIntyre.
Yeah, he actually went back. He done a spell there. Fought
Yeah,
Jack
his
Jester. They two were really good friends.
yeah.
He fought him,
You
but that got a bit heated. That got a bit real.
you are a big fan of ICW.
Oh yeah.
You are a big fan of ICW, and honestly, I do enjoy seeing ICW anytime I can. I was gonna go to the shows that were on last Friday in Glasgow,
Yeah.
but didn't have money in
But,
time.
no, him and yeah, Drew Galloway and Jack Jester, really good friends in real life. But yeah, things got a bit heated and proper, and he did end up getting punched. Yeah, Jack Jester ended up getting punched at a press conference. The whole thing was he was just meant to storm the press conference, build up the title fight and stuff.
All right.
But it did. It got a bit real. Jack got punched.
I
But
do
no, that belt.
I do agree with the title belt. The title belt is one beautiful belt, and it's on a
It's
really
got,
great company. So yeah,
it is. Yeah.
my number one is the big gold belt. It was the WCW World Heavyweight Championship. Then it
Generic.
was yes. Then it was the WWE Heavyweight Championship. It's been around for over 100 years or something.
One of
I
the main two people I remember holding that.
who?
Batista and Edge.
You know what?
And to this day, I don't even know if Edge had it.
Edge did have it. Yes, I do remember
Ooh.
Edge and Batista. Those two do come to mind when I think that belt. But also some
Yeah.
names that come to mind: the Nature Boy, Ric Flair,
Ric Flair. Rey
uh,
Mysterio had it.
Sting had it, Rey Mysterio had it. Yeah, Triple H had
Eddie
it.
Guerrero.
Did Eddie have it? I don't think Eddie had the
Yeah.
undisputed title.
No. I am telling you. Nope.
Did he?
Controversy right now is getting Google.
Oh,
Did. No, I keep spelling did wrong.
I
No,
know
yeah, I'm
that
sure he did.
Chris Benoit had the
Did
heavyweight
Eddie
title.
Guerrero die?
Yes,
No,
Eddie
that's a
Guerrero
bit
died.
hard. Did have the championship? Oh, he did. He did.
He did? Okay, well, you've proved me wrong.
I
I
don't
didn't
know
think he had
yet, but
it.
I'm about to
All
prove you
right.
wrong. Following his feud with Mysterio. Yeah. Wait. Yeah, he fought Batista. Wait. Haven't bet. Yep. Yeah, because it's when he fell out with fell with Rey Mysterio,
Right.
and then he was the one who was like going to battle Batista, and then that was when Batista was just attacking everyone,
Yeah.
and he attacked Rey Mysterio. But I'm sure he had that belt.
Right. I can only ever remember him having the undisputed title, but
Yeah, because that's the one in all his tribute videos.
yeah. Uh, the
But no, don't
at
hold me to that.
WrestleMania
But
at WrestleMania 20, Eddie Guerrero had the undisputed title and Chris Benoit won the world heavyweight title, and those two came to the ring and
that's what
had
I'm
that
thinking
party.
of.
You're thinking about
Chris
Chris.
Benoit.
Yeah.
That's the one. Good guy at wrestling.
He was
Good
good in the
wrestling
ring.
guy.
He was good in the
Yeah.
ring. He was not good outside the ring.
Everyone has demons.
Yeah, but most people don't murder their family. Right, let's move on from the top
It's getting
five.
out of hand.
Yes, yes, it is.
Yeah.
Did you know?
Swiftly move on from the top five.
Yeah, there is a chance Neville has quit. You know who Neville is? Used to be Adrian Neville, NXT champion, NXT tag champion, cruiserweight champion. You know that guy? Does flips.
From Manchester, yes.
He does some major flips and shit.
But
Yeah, he might have
I don't
left.
think he has. Like, where's he going to go? Is he going to go back to NXT?
No, because that's still the same company. Like he might
New
have left
Japan?
WWE. He could go to Japan. He could go to TNA.
Mexico?
If you want your career to die, go to TNA.
Could go to Mexico.
He could come to ICW.
Ooh.
That'd be good. I'd enjoy that.
Oh no, he's English. He would like straight up.
he'd
The
be a
fans
heel.
of ICW don't take
He'd be a heel straight
anything from
away.
anyone that isn't Scottish.
Yeah. If
you're not Scottish,
if you're
you don't get
English, you're instantly a heel in ICW.
Yeah, you
So
don't.
that's how
You
the
don't
world
even get
works.
through the door. You don't make it.
Yeah. And
to
if
the
you're
door.
Scottish, it is very hard to be a heel in ICW. If you have a Scottish accent,
Yeah.
then everyone just loves you. You know?
In all fairness, there's a guy, right? A quick off-topic story. One of the guys works in a pub, and this guy's finisher. Well, it's not a finisher, but he teabags you. And the guy got teabagged, and he was walking out, and the fans were like, they would throw teabags at him and stuff. And they would chant, "You got teabagged," and like for a while he couldn't wrestle until the guy teabagged someone else, and then and it kind of blew over. But no,
You know what that reminds me of?
ICW is ruthless.
That reminds me of Joey Ryan. Do you know who Joey Ryan is?
No, and I'd be lying if I said yes.
He's the guy who flips people, suplexes people with his dick. It is
Oh my god, I've
You-
seen
you've
videos on
seen that
this.
vid-
Oh,
Yeah, it is the fucking worst finisher ever. It is. Oh, it's a cancer on wrestling. Like if I was
wrestling's
sitting,
out of hand, but that is like too far now.
like if I was sitting with one of my friends, right? Like
Yeah.
a friend who doesn't watch wrestling. Say who's a friend of ours that doesn't watch wrestling? Fucking Billy Bob, right? If we were sitting with Billy Bob,
Steve from down left.
alright, well, Steve from down left and Billy Bob were sitting here with us, and we showed them a wrestling match, and in comes Joey Ryan, and he flips someone with their dick.
Yes.
They are going to look at us, and just you can tell how much they think we're a fucking joke. You can tell how much they think wrestling's a joke, because Joey Ryan is a fucking joke. That's my
Like-
opinion on Joey Ryan. He's a fucking joke.
Can you use your dick
I bet he doesn't
to
even have a
knock
fucking
someone
dick.
out? Yeah.
I fucking bet.
Oh, I don't know, man.
He was born a woman. I can fucking tell.
But no. Either way.
Yeah. Well, anyway,
That's
back to Neville. Back to Neville.
Yeah.
Completely
fuck, why
forgot.
did we get off topic?
Anyway, yeah.
Neville.
Neville. Yeah, there's a chance he's left. Rumors are that he's request for his release. He walked out
Probably
on
did.
Monday Night Raw, and that's why Kalisto won the title. The original plans were for Neville to lose against what's his name, Enzo. That's his name.
Yes.
To lose against Enzo, but instead, when he walked out, they got Kalisto, and Kalisto bet Enzo for the title. So now Kalisto's the cruiserweight champion. but we don't know.
Oh
It's not
man,
confirmed.
Kalisto is just a shit Rey Mysterio,
Yeah, it can do some
and I'm
pretty cool
not
shit.
getting into it.
That's
I'm not
another
getting
thing.
into it.
That's another thing. Have you ever
Mm-hmm.
had it where you're sitting with people and in comes Kalisto or Sin Cara and they're like, "Oh, it's Rey Mysterio." Have you ever had that happen to you?
No, because I genuinely I stopped watching because they were a tag team for a while.
Yeah, they were the
And then
Lucha
that's
Dragons.
why I started falling away from it all and stuff. Because I knew that he was being
But
brought in to push Mysterio out.
yeah, back when Sin Cara first debuted, that was well the first Sin Cara because there's been two Sin Caras, but the first Sin Cara when he debuted, I was watching some wrestling. I believe it was SmackDown, and my sister came in the room and was like, "Oh, look, there's Rey Mysterio." Like she thought that she knew who it was, and she tried to, she was trying to be like, I'm interested in what you're interested in, that sort of thing.
I
And I'm
know
like,
these
that's Sin
things.
Cara. Yeah, I'm like, that's Sin Cara. And she's like, oh, he looks like Rey Mysterio. And I'm like, yeah, it's called a mask, you know.
It's just called pushing Rey Mysterio out the industry, bitch.
Well, Rey Mysterio's been doing really well. Same with Johnny Nitro, John Morrison, Johnny Mundo, what the fuck ever
Yeah.
his name is now. Johnny Impact. He's had
Johnny!
so many
Johnny
names.
boy!
Yeah, Johnny Boy. Well, Johnny Boy's been doing pretty well in Lucha Underground and shit. Yeah. Right, let's move on.
luchador.
Let's
Just wear masks.
Yeah, but he's still a high flyer, and
Luchadors wear masks.
yeah, I know luchadors wear masks.
You ever seen Nacho Libre?
Nacho Libre?
He wears a mask.
Huh.
Yeah, it's a movie.
All
Jack
right.
Black.
Oh my god, I think I've heard of that.
Oh
Is that
yeah.
is that the one where like it's all religious as well?
Yeah,
Is that the
yeah.
one? Yeah.
He lives in the thing, the nunnery.
Yeah, I've heard of it. I
Right,
haven't watched
anyway.
it. Anyway, let's move on from all that.
Luchadors wear masks.
Yes, luchadors do wear masks. Raw. Did you watch Raw?
I'd be lying if I said I watched it all.
Okay, you watched parts. So did I.
Bits
Right.
and pieces. The
Yeah.
good bits.
This is like the Raw
Everything's not a
recap.
diva fight.
Yeah, this is the Raw recap. So
Raw
let's talk.
recap.
Let's talk about the best moments. I've wrote some
I've
things
deleted
down.
that part out of my script.
It's all good. We don't have scripts these days. Right.
Well, not scripts, but I had bullet points I wanted to talk about because they were
Yeah.
good points. And
Well,
I've just went and deleted it.
Sasha Banks bet Alicia Fox, right? And
Oh yeah, and she screamed for the rematch, did she
yeah,
not?
yeah. Okay, so the match was okay. It, it was a blowaway
Okay.
match. Is that the word? Is blowaway the word?
Divas match.
It was
We'll
the piss
take it.
break match, basically.
Blow away for 10 points.
But the end of the match, Alicia Fox starts screaming for a rematch. She genuinely seemed like a fucking 13-year-old girl who got her period for the first time. Like she was just screaming
Like, she
rematch.
seemed like mad and confused as to what had happened. Like,
yeah.
but she got beat.
Yeah, like I wasn't a fan of that. I thought that was just very awkward.
Yeah, just
Wasn't
wastes
entertaining.
time.
Yeah. And then Rick Swan won. Do you have any idea who Rick Swan is?
No, but he sounds so stupid.
That's the it was a cruiserweight thing, I believe. I didn't really watch much of that. I'm not a big fan of the whole cruiserweights because there's bigger guys like Brock Lesnar could do a shooting star press. So why am I meant to be impressed that a guy who's fucking 5'9" can do a shooting star press?
Brock Lesnar can do it. We can all do it, guys. Apart from steroids,
Yeah,
don't do roids.
that Brock Lesnar will fucking eat you, man. You gotta run and hide.
Yeah, he scares me a bit.
And then Mickey James bet Alexa
I know
Bliss.
who that is. I think.
Yes, Mickey
Oh,
James was
Sydney
from
Bailey.
Mickey James was from our era. From the end. I think it was going to the end of our era, which is
Yeah.
from when we grew up.
From the days.
I think
Mickey
she came
James.
in.
Yeah.
I think she
She'll
came
get
in as our like childhood was ending. I think I'm not 100% sure, but yeah, she bet Alexa Bliss, who is currently the women's champion. Did you know that?
Ooh.
Because I sure as hell didn't. I
No,
don't even know who any
you
of the
what, man,
champions
I
are.
don't watch. Don't watch the women's.
Brock's still the Universal Champion. Jinder Mahal, remember him, the guy from 3MB?
Jinder Mahal, oh man.
Yeah, remember him from 3MB?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, he got some major fucking steroids. Now he looks like a veiny mess. And he's the WWE champion because they're trying to sell the network in India. Even though he's fucking Canadian. Like, it makes no fucking sense. It's like, oh, you look Indian.
Big old Canadian boy.
Yeah, he's fucking Canadian.
Well,
Anyway.
that'll be why they pushed him into it, you
know. We already talked about Finn Balor wanting Sister Abigail. That was a very weird segment, especially with the fucking pumpkin makeup he had on.
Yeah, no, that was very weird and awkward.
Yeah, we talked about the Shield return. They came in with their they came in through the crowd. We didn't mention that. Doing their original attire. I enjoyed that. I really did enjoy that.
I was a very big fan of all the original stuff that they were doing, the attire through, and then you know how like when they first there they split up on the ring and stuff.
Yeah, when they go to separate ends and they corner people.
Yeah,
it's pretty fucking good.
You know, I'm a big fan of nostalgia.
Okay, do you know who Gustavo is? I had never heard this name until today. Till I watched Raw. He looks like Seth Rollins. He stole Seth Rollins' old attire. Right? He came out.
Oh man, yeah.
He came out and wearing. Remember how Seth Rollins? He would come to the ring with that fucking vest on. Well, Gustavo just went ahead and fucking stole it. Right? I think he's a cruiserweight guy as well. But instead of it looking cool like it did on Seth Rollins, it looks like a fucking shitty 2K18 character.
Yeah, it does. It looks like they've thingied it.
Yeah,
it looks like they've you create a character and it's just too high up.
It's shit.
Oh, it's just weird. It looks so shit.
Yeah. The Shield, you know those boys, big old boys. They bet Sheamus and Cesaro.
That's expected.
Yeah, I think the match was for the tag titles, because believe it or not, Seth and Dean are currently the tag champions. I completely forgot about that as well.
The good old days. They're all going to come back and get a belt now.
Yeah,
this is what it took. Hey guys, what do you want? Oh, just a few million and a belt, thanks.
Yeah,
okay, guys, I'll get onto that.
See, Dean Ambrose he's a Grand Slam champion now. He's won every belt. He's won the Intercontinental, the United States, the World title, the tag titles.
Taking all the belts.
That's it. Yeah, to be a Grand Slam champion, you have to have won the tag titles, win the United States title, win the Intercontinental title, and then win the World title. He's done all of it.
Yeah.
He's the only member of the Shield to have done it. I think the other two both just need to win the Intercontinental title, and that's it.
Yeah. But I can't see them all doing full circle before they split up again.
Nah, I don't think so. Anyway, let's go on to the very end, which was Braun Strowman versus Roman Reigns in a steel cage match. If Braun Strowman won, then it would be Miz, Sheamus, Cesaro, Braun, and a mystery person versus the Shield. Obviously, they did win. Who was that mystery person? It was Kane. Kane came up through the ring looking like a fucking old grandpa.
Through the ring. Oh, I like that. I'm a big fan of Through the Ring.
Yeah. He's still wearing that fucking fruit roll-up mask. You know, the shitty one.
Yeah.
He needs... He needs to go back to the original mask. At least go back to the 2002 mask. Do you know the mask where, like, at least his mouth was seeable? Because those masks were cool. This mask is fucking stupid. It looks horrible. But anyway, he returned, did the Undertaker's cutthroat thing, tombstoned him twice. No, tombstoned him. Did he tombstone him twice? He chokeslammed him twice. He tombstoned him, I think, twice.
Yeah, tombstoned him the one. They were going to do it again, I'm sure. Because there was talk on the contrary. No, tombstone.
So now,
bang.
So now, this Sunday is TLC. It will be the Shield, the three of them, taking on Miz, Sheamus, Cesaro, Braun Strowman, and Kane in a 5-on-3 match.
I can see the Shield winning that, and this will be their big thing.
I can also see the Shield winning that, but I don't think they should. I think that because Roman retired the Undertaker. Kane is out for revenge for his brother, right?
Brothers Abstraction.
Yeah, fucking Braun Strowman has been built as this unstoppable beast.
Yeah.
The Miz, Sheamus, and Cesaro, they can get beaten any day. It doesn't matter how much the Miz loses; he's too good on the mic to fucking fall down the card.
Miz is he's
Yeah,
good on the mic.
Sheamus and Cesaro, hard-working guys. Like they'll be fine. But
Yeah.
I don't know if they'll beat Braun Strowman and Kane. I know Roman's beat Braun Strowman fucking like 20 times, but the story that they're building to, I think, will be Kane coming for revenge for his brother. And because they're trying to also build Braun Strowman up, I don't know if the Shield will win, but at the same time, I don't know if they'll lose. Like, I really don't know. It's one of those rare times in wrestling where I'm like, I don't have a fucking clue.
You're uncertain.
Yeah, but usually that makes me want to go watch it to find out what happens. I don't. I really don't care.
Yeah.
I'm at that point.
Same boat with that.
Yeah, it doesn't seem interesting at this point. I guess I will watch it, or I'll watch a recap of it or something. But
Yeah,
they need to hype it up on SmackDown. They definitely need to hype it up on SmackDown. If they don't, then it's just TLC.
Yeah.
WWE 2K18 just came out. Did you hear about this?
Yeah, it came out yesterday, a couple days ago.
Yeah, it just came out yesterday. Like the normal release came out yesterday, but you were able to play it, I think, since the 12th. I'm not 100% sure about that, but if you pre-ordered like the deluxe edition or some shit, you can play it early.
Yeah, and obviously you get it earlier.
Yeah. Do you care?
Oh God. A bit.
A bit.
I heard it's got large roster.
Yeah, it has like 170 people or something.
That would. I'm considering getting it. Just I've still got my 2K14 disc, like full case,
Yeah,
like working condition in my room somewhere.
Yeah, you're keeping the old games. I mean, I've got 2008, 2009, 2010. Those are the ones I like to play.
SmackDown versus Raw 2008 with ECW.
Yes, that is the best game in my opinion. It has GM mode, which I love.
Yeah. Oh God, yeah. I quite like the Road to WrestleMania that you get these days.
Yeah, the Road to WrestleMania. I think the first one to do that was 2009.
Ooh.
Because it's not in 2008.
But overall, do you give a shit about the new game?
Right. Well, it has the largest roster ever, 170 people or something around about that number. I heard 170. It has a new graphics engine. It does look pretty nice. There is a problem with the lighting though, where when you're making entrances, the belt, the titles, if they have any gold on them, the gold looks black because of the lighting, which sucks. That
does sound pretty ass.
It has a new career mode where you can walk around, kind of like the old Road to WrestleMania in 2000.
The old style where you could interact with people.
Yeah, I think that was 2011 that you could do that. But yeah, it's like that, but it's not as good. I've heard a lot of people not enjoying the career mode.
Yeah. That's expected though.
Yeah, but all in all, it's just the same as the last games when it comes to the way you play it, when it comes to how the game feels. It's the same as FIFA. Yeah, it's the same game every year with a new roster.
You can't change it, you know what I mean? You can't change FIFA, it's about football.
Yeah,
you can't change WWE, it's about wrestling, you know?
Yeah, but at least if you're going to give us the same game every year with an updated roster, why not give us one big game and then add DLC to it every few months, even if the DLC costs money?
How do you DLC a wrestling? What do you want them to start charging you for in-game pay-per-views?
No, no.
Is this what you want?
No, I mean like you give us the game, right? So a game when it comes out has 170 people, and it has a full roster, has everything you normally get. But instead of just making the same game next year with a bigger roster, anytime that there's like a few people join the roster, put them into a DLC. They do that anyway. They bring
Right.
out DLCs all the time, but the DLCs are always like the Hall of Fame pack and the fucking Future Stars pack, which is just people who are new. And then that's it, and then they don't do anything else till next year. Like, in order to get the Hardy Boys this year, right? The Hardy
Ooh, I
Boys
like
are
them.
not in
I'll
the
take
game.
them.
The Hardy Boys aren't in the game. You have to buy the DLC to get the Hardy Boys. Drew
See, now
McIntyre.
that's just a money scam.
Yeah, Drew McIntyre. Like Drew McIntyre? He's great, isn't he? Homegrown. Scottish superstar. He costs money as well. You have to buy a DLC to get him. They did it last year with Shinsuke Nakamura. You had to pay. Uh,
Yeah, I wouldn't pay for him.
no, I like his theme.
Are you crazy?
He's not bad. I like the knee to the head he does. That's quite nice. But all
But
in all,
no, I wouldn't be paying for him.
I I don't care about the game that much. I am going to get it when
Well,
it's on
yeah, just
sale.
because it's a WWE game, you know.
Mainly because Rob Van Dam's in it. Although Rob Van Dam's also a DLC, so you know,
I like Rob Van Dam.
I
I
love
was never a
RVD.
big fan of him.
Uh, I love most of the ECW guys, but and also the Hammerstein Ballroom is in
Yeah.
it as well, but that's also part of the DLC. Uh, the Seen Enough edition is the deluxe edition, basically, of it, and that gives you a John Cena action figure, right?
John Cena. Wow, that's what I've wanted all my life.
Yeah, do
A
do.
John Cena action figure.
Fucking, it gives you all the DLC and shit, and it gives you Rob Van Dam and Batista because it gives you,
Batista's doing MMA.
yeah. Who else? Bobby Lashley's doing MMA as well. He's in TNA right now, I think. I'm not 100% sure. Last time I checked, he was.
Yeah.
A lot of wrestlers do MMA now. It's quite good.
Yeah, it shows them a true aspect unless you're CM Punk and you get choked out.
Yeah, well, CM Punk. Actually, speaking about him, he is back in training. Just yesterday,
Yeah.
I think it was, a tweet went out, and it was CM Punk with his trainer. They're back in
He'll,
training.
he'll get slapped about again.
I don't know. I think they'll put him against someone more down the card.
You
Someone more his
did know
level.
the boy fought with.
I
Oh, right,
know,
okay.
I know, but they'll find some retarded kid. Can I say that? I can say that, right? I'm saying that.
Hey,
Um,
you can fight him.
I'll fight him. Fuck yeah. I
I,
mean, I'll get
I
my ass
reckon I
kicked.
could fight him.
You probably
Like
you
shit, I
do
reckon I could fight him.
you do kickboxing, right? You
Right.
you actually know how to fight. As for me, my arms are like fucking spaghetti, right? If I tried to hit
Nah.
someone,
He's,
snap.
but right, no, either way. I'm moving on for that because he's shit at MMA. Really good on the mic. That's about it. Right, moving on from games as well.
Okay, so neither of us actually really care about the game. Let's
Oh,
move
straight
on
up.
to news in the YouTube wrestling community,
That
the
YouTube.
IWC, the Internet Wrestling Community, the IWC. Remember the old What Culture guys? Adam Blumpy,
Oh, yes.
Adam
Yep,
Pacitti,
yes.
King Ross, Jack the Jobber, and shit, what was his name? He was the editor. He did a lot of editing for them. He was never really on camera, so it's hard to remember his name.
That guy, let's call him that.
That guy. Fuck, what was his name?
It's going to annoy you now, isn't it?
It really fucking is.
Right, either way, what about them?
They have started a new channel on YouTube. It only has one video on it. It just says join us. It's basically like a trailer for the thing.
Short trailer.
Sam Driver, that's his fucking name. Jesus Christ. Right. Right.
Sam Driver.
Sam Driver. Anyway, yeah, he does a lot of editing, so he's never really on camera, so you can
Yeah.
forgive me. Right?
Careful, just
They have one video up. It just says join us. They have a new Twitter account and everything. It's called Cultaholic. Right? That's their new channel. Don't know what they're going to do yet. Maybe it'll be the same. Maybe it'll be different. Maybe it's linked to What Culture. Don't know. Don't have a fucking clue. But
yeah.
new Twitter, new YouTube, one video. They have like 50,000. No, last time I checked, it was 35,000 subs. In one day.
It's quite good.
It is incredibly fucking good.
So what happened there? Was there a fallout then, or?
I'm not sure. They currently have 81,000 subscribers.
Oh yeah, I bet you I know what happens.
What?
Right, honestly, I'll put money on this. So they'll do this, and then they'll start another wrestling company, and then they'll go for like a good old SmackDown versus Raw takeover.
They'll do like a Monday Night War type thing.
Yes, and then there'll be show takeovers, and think about it.
Yeah, well, I think
Families will
that'd be
get
good.
broken, brothers will be hating each other, you know.
Sam Driver will
You know
put
how it goes.
Simon for a table.
You know how it goes.
Yeah.
Adam will be there with his glasses on.
Fuck yeah. Right.
Right, so they've got a new channel.
Yeah, so moving on from that, we're going to have a new segment, right?
Let's wrap it up with this segment is what we can do.
Well, we have one more thing after it, but it's just a small thing. Yeah. This is going to be a new segment, right? Controversial opinions, right? We both have opinions that are very controversial about wrestling, correct?
Yes.
Something that we think about wrestling that other people don't think the same. People think the opposite, basically. Give me a controversial opinion of yours.
Well, people saying that this is currently the peak of women's wrestling and whatnot.
Right.
Just because they're getting 2 fights a show
Yeah.
doesn't mean they're good. They're being glamorized too much. You know what I mean? Like, it's just stupid. Like, but it used to be, you know, divas were mainly like managers for fighters, and fighters herself, like Lita and Edge, or Lita and Matt Hardy, Lita, Matt Hardy, and Edge sometimes. You know, Vicky Guerrero with Dolph Ziggler. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like, I think
Stupid.
now, because this whole women's revolution thing happened, everyone thinks that it was actually
That
a
happened.
revolution. It really wasn't. It was just Sasha Banks is good in the ring. Bailey has an interesting character where she's basically just a fan who gets to go in the ropes. You know, it's like a Make-A-Wish type thing. So, I really don't understand where this whole women's revolution thing came from, because to me, the wrestling looks... I have the same amount of interest in these matches as I did 5 years ago. Which is none. It's the piss break match. And the fact that they had 2 women's matches on Raw means I needed to go piss twice, right? I hate going to have to go piss twice, Kieran. Okay? I enjoy one piss a match.
Boiled the kettle.
Yeah. I went and made a fucking pizza or something, man. Fuck that.
Yeah, but nah, like, I don't know. Oh, of course, nothing against, you know what I mean, women, they're just out there doing their job, but I don't.
Bring back the live sex celebrations. Okay, my controversial opinion, right? And I know everyone in the world is going to hate me for this. What?
Lay it on me.
Lay it on you. NXT. Just let that breathe. Just let it breathe. NXT.
Let it fill the room.
Okay, now that I've pissed off every wrestling fan in the world, NXT is shit. It is dog shit. It is fucking bullshit. It is the worst thing in wrestling except for TNA. I would rather watch Alicia Fox versus fucking Naomi 10 times in a row than I would watch NXT. I would rather watch this fucking women's revolution bullshit than I would watch NXT. Because NXT is shit. Plain and simple, it is shit. All it is wrestling, right? And yeah, wrestling's fine. But if it's just wrestling over and over and over again, it's like just watching an MMA fight when you know it's fake. Okay? Nothing looks real. Yeah, nothing looks real in the fucking fighting they're doing. I mean, the Revival were fucking great. They made me believe in their matches, right? Which is something nobody else can fucking do. Because I barely even fucking believe MMA is real half the time. But fucking... Honestly, I genuinely think most of this shit looks fake.
You really don't like NXT, do you?
I fucking don't.
Well, no, in all fairness, because, you know what I mean, like, you got a room full of wrestling fans, you go, right, let's talk about wrestling. I mean, like, modern day wrestling, they start talking about SmackDown and Raw.
Yeah, like...
None of them go straight to NXT. I feel like NXT wrestlers are sloppy because they know they can get away with it.
Yeah, they're not fully trained when they get there, right? Which isn't bad because it's meant to be developmental, but the fact is, you're showing your developmental program to everyone who watches wrestling.
Yeah.
You
Well,
can't
not
do that.
wrestling, but just the
Yeah,
kids
everyone who
that buy
watches
tickets to
WWE.
NXT.
But fucking, what's it called? When you have the network, you can watch NXT. You can watch it. Back when it was FCW, it was only in Florida. The only way to watch it is if you went to Florida. Or if you lived in Florida, you could watch it on local TV. OVW, Ohio Valley Wrestling, it was the same deal there. Like, so you could only watch it there. So it wasn't getting overexposed. People's flaws
Yeah,
weren't getting shown out. And now it's like Bo Dallas. Bo Dallas was pushed to the fucking moon in NXT, right? He had an undefeated streak and he was fucking over. Everyone loved him. They loved his gimmick. Then he turned heel.
yeah.
Well, the fans turned him heel because they got fed up with him. But he was over as a heel. And people genuinely didn't fucking like him. And then he comes up
Well,
to
no,
Raw.
in all fairness, right, I wouldn't call him a heel. I'd just say he was pushing a lot of religion on people.
Like fucking Rhino. Anyway. Um,
Oh, God. Oh, God.
that's a different conversation for another day.
Cut quality. Jesus.
I'm there cutting promos on everyone these days. Fucking yeah, and then he comes up to Raw and SmackDown and he gets booked as a jobber. Like the fact is, when people allow time to really like get used to these characters, when they get pulled up to the main roster, which is what they all want to do, their characters get changed because it's a different writing staff.
Yeah.
So now you're setting people up to fail with NXT.
Yeah.
Name right,
Sounds
Kieran.
bad.
Name name 3 people from when we were younger who aren't in the Hall of Fame yet, or they could be, but who you think should be in the Hall of Fame. 3 people who you think should be in the Hall of Fame from when we were younger.
Hardy Brothers.
Yep. They count as
and
one because that's a
Stone
tag
Cold.
team.
Alright, okay.
Stone Cold's already in the Hall of Fame.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Wow. So from when we were young.
Yeah, from when we were younger, 3 people or 3 teams, whatever teams count as one.
Chris Benoit.
That's a
controversial
controversial
opinion.
opinion for another fucking day.
But, right, but no, right, okay, yeah, right, okay, we'll talk about that another day, but I'm putting him. He should be in it.
Right.
That's the only one I can think of.
Right. You know who I think of?
Ooh.
I think of
Who?
Owen Hart. Right.
Ooh,
He's not in the
yeah.
Hall of Fame yet. I think of the Hardy Brothers.
Good shout.
Right. Both the Hardy Brothers.
Hardy Brothers, definitely, man.
And then I could easily name Triple H. Right. But he's at the
Oh
boss of
no,
the company.
when he retires, he'll go in it.
I don't think he will go in it until he dies. I think he's got to do the same as what Vince is going to do. When Vince dies, he'll go in the Hall of Fame, but until then, I don't think he will go in the Hall of Fame. Because
Oh, no, I
he
can see
basically
Triple H
runs
getting
it.
when he retired. In fact, yeah, alright, right, okay, yeah, because when Vince dies, he'll be running it.
Yeah. Now, I want you to do the
Okay,
exact
yep.
same thing. 3 people from now who are going to be future Hall of Famers. Who came up through NXT.
Finn Balor.
Right? Do you really believe Finn
Definitely,
Balor is
like,
going to be in the
yes.
Hall of Fame?
Yeah, because I'll give him another year or two of. In fact, I'll give him 6 months of laying groundwork with Bray Wyatt. Get in his WrestleMania fight against Bray Wyatt. And then I reckon he'll take off like Shawn Michaels from there.
Right, well, name another 2.
Oh God. Kane.
Kane? No,
Okay, 'cause
Kane's
he-
not from NXT. Kane never came up
Oh,
through
yeah,
NXT.
shit.
He's from when we were younger.
I totally
He will be
forgot it
Hall
was
of
from
Fame.
NXT. Yeah, yeah, that's what. Oh God, actually, I can't
You
can't
can't.
give you one. Finn Balor
can't.
if you're lucky.
You can't, because nobody from NXT fucking deserves it. Nobody looks like they're a Hall of Famer. Nobody
Yeah.
will become a Hall of Famer. The only 3 people that are even fucking close are The Shield. Right? And even then, Seth Rollins is the most accomplished out of them. Right?
Yeah.
No, Dean Ambrose is. Yeah, Dean's the most accomplished out of all of them.
Yeah,
But I think
yeah.
he is the least likely to be in the Hall of Fame.
Dean's a good guy.
Yeah, he makes less than both of them. Seth makes the most, like money wise. Seth makes more money than
Yeah.
both of them, according to figures. Not 100% accurate, but apparently
His
Seth.
match will do bits in there as well.
Yeah, but apparently Seth makes more. Roman makes quite a bit, but then Dean makes like $1 million a year less. Like a ridiculous amount less than them. He still makes like
quite a
a shit
drop.
ton of money though,
Yeah.
but he still makes less than those 2. And so, but even though he's the most accomplished, he's won every title. He's a Grand Slam champion. But I think they'll only ever put him in if it's sort of like the same as Ken, when they have like so many people in the Hall of Fame, and then they're thinking, wait, we don't really have anyone in the we don't know who to put in the Hall of Fame this year. We don't really have anyone.
Yeah.
Then they'll put him in. Kind of like what they like Gregory Helms. Remember him, the Hurricane? Stand back. There's a hurricane coming through. He'll go in the Hall of Fame, but guess when he'll go in the Hall of Fame? When there's no other fucking people worthy of going in the Hall of Fame. And I like Gregory Helms. I love the Hurricane. Hurricane and the Rock's promos were the fucking best.
It was a good skit. Good skits.
But I just, NXT.
But
not my
no,
cup of
right?
tea.
Yeah, okay. I'm with you.
Right. Fine. Let's.
That was
finish
quite
it.
a lengthed out, controversial opinion.
Yes. Let's finish this with WrestleMania tickets are going to be on sale in November 17th.
Are you going?
I am not going. I am not paying money to get on a fucking plane to go to a country that I don't fucking like, to sit out in the fucking open and watch a bunch of grown men in their fucking underwear grab each other and throw each other around a fucking wrestling ring. I have better things to do, Kieran. I can sit in my house in my underwear and watch the exact same thing on my fucking TV for $9.99. Okay? It's a lot cheaper, plus I get to be half naked. Okay?
Jesus. So I'll take that as you're not going to WrestleMania?
I'm not.
Yeah, okay,
I'm going
I'll
to
give
stay
you that.
here. Anything else you want to talk about?
Yeah. The price of a 20 nugget share box is quite ridiculous.
From where?
McDonald's.
McDonald's? How much is that?
Right,
I'm
but either
good
way, we're getting off topic here. No, that's it.
No, fuck this. I want to figure out the nuggets.
No, it's been a good
20,
first
right?
podcast. No, I'm not telling you. It's been a good first podcast, Lee.
20 nuggets price. 1 minute.
Oh god, here we go.
How much is 20
Edit this
nuggets?
silence.
I'm not editing this. I'm trying to find out the nuggets. Fuck
This
are
is
they?
just pure silence. This is weird.
Oh, I found them. Oh, I'm actually kind of hungry for nuggets now.
20 minutes.
Chicken McNuggets. It doesn't say the price. Fuck you, McDonald's.